Pokémon Pokopia is a game that really resonated with me. Despite the world having suffered a literal apocalypse, the game itself is full of nothing but joy and hope, and a lot of that comes down to the great writing and the cast of characters. They really shaped the game into what it is. So why not pay tribute to these amazing Pokemon by ruining them in Spore? Here we go! Alright, first up, Professor Tangrowth. So this guy is a pretty simple shape. I'm not too worried about the shape, it's all the hair that I'm worried about. Like, that's gonna need a lot of arms. That kind of looks the right shape, although it's a little, a little large back there. So you got two eyes. I mean, these two kind of, they kind of work, right? Maybe we can combine the eyelashes together, make it look like the dark space in between, like that. Oh, horrifying. Next thing I want to do is the legs. The legs are very short, so you don't even have knees, so get rid of those. No knees for you. And they're very wide legs. And you're close to the ground, like this. We'll give you a little bit of shoes though. Like that, there we go. That looks like the red parts on the bottom of your feet, right? Alright, now we gotta deal with the arms. We all knew it was coming with this one. Everything is gonna be arms. But we gotta start off first with the actual arms. So it starts off pretty thin, and then it gets pretty thick at the end. I mean, that's kind of the right length, I think. And then you have long fingers. I'm trying to look at the option for what long fingers I can give you. There's this. Yeah, that doesn't really work out for you. That's scary. I mean, oh, I don't like how human those hands look. None of the hand options really seem to work unless... Hold on. You know how I said everything's arms related? Everything will remain arms related. Check this out. We add arms onto arms. One finger. Pretty cool, right? But wait, what if we have two fingers? But wait, what if I have three fingers? Look at that, that is, okay, that actually might not be as good as I was hoping. I mean, you can kind of see where I'm going with it. It's passable. It's better than all the options that they were giving us. Anyway, we gotta deal with the hair now. First thing, of course, we gotta give you a little question mark that you have on top of your head. Do that, that's like the most important part of your hair. A nice thin strand of question marks, which always are hard to do in 3D. Come on, man. And then just the extra bits. I mean, I can copy this and just apply it everywhere. So, of course, we're going to want your curl at the end of your hair in like that. That's a little bit like the curl that you have. And then we just need to make a bunch of dangly arms at the bottom. Oh yeah, and of course you have one directly under your eye as well. It's like a big smile, a big goofy grin. Oh, whoa. We are really complex right now. But I have to add in your stick. You always have your famous pointy stick that you point at. I need to give you your glasses though, and the CD on your head. For your glasses, it may look bad, but we can use these. See? They may be belly buttons. But trust me, it can work. Yeah, if I flatten it like that, that's your glasses, right? And then lastly, we got your CD up here, which I think we can just do through one of these. We can't really make it wider, but we can make it slightly larger. And just have it off the top of your question mark here. And you know what? Just so that the fingers work properly, what if we put a little grabber on the end of each? Okay, no, we cannot do that. Well, maybe if I just put it on the middle finger, and then invert it so it's fully hidden inside. Like that. There we go, and hopefully the hands actually work properly from that. We'll see. We'll see how well this actually comes out. I forgot about the mouth. We need a mouth. Can we afford a mouth? We can afford a mouth. Oh, we could probably use this as an opportunity to create the dark spot around the eyes. Maybe if I get something that's nice and flat, like this, flatten it, rotate it around to the other side. Okay, maybe not. How are we gonna do this? I mean, it could literally just be this with the eyes blocking out the mouth. I mean, would that work? Surely that could work. Surely nothing would go wrong from it. Let's paint. So with this, we've got quite a few colors that we need to figure out. But overall, we're gonna want the blue. The blue and the white are the most important ones. Red can come later. If we don't get red, then we don't get red. I need a pattern that gives us some sort of fur-like feeling. But I don't think any of them really do that. They're all a bit wormy looking. That's a little better. Not perfect, but a little better. Let's try and find the right color for Tangrowth here. Let's try that one. There we go. Oh my god, close your mouth, please. You're ruining the illusion. Keep your mouth closed. Of course, we gotta add a coat for the top of the head. So I think maybe if we do this and make it white, how would that look? Would that be a stripe across only the top of the head? Or does it go down the whole body? It ignored the top of the head entirely. This picture lied to me. So I'm gonna stick with the fade. It will give us less, but I think overall it just looks nicer. Yeah, like that. Yeah, it just looks nicer. We'll just deal with that. I guess this is where the red comes in. Like, how does it look if we just use a basic red for now? Does that take over the feet and the fingers? It does! Okay, that's good. That's pretty good, actually. We are losing out on the black in this color, though. But I think the red's doing pretty good. Although the mouth turns red as well. Yeah, what if I make this black? Does it change the mouth to be black as well? Because as much as it's nice having the red fingers, it works for the legs, but it doesn't really do a whole lot for the mouth. The mouth is still quite red. Stop opening your mouth like that, please. You're ruining the illusion. We get the red feet and we get the red fingers, although the red fingers are a little odd looking. Oh, it's because of these ones. Only the middle fingers have hands. But it kind of works. Can I add more fingers to the hands? No, we're out of space. Like, if I was to do more, let's say I remove this. Oh, we can put down more. If I sacrifice those little strands at the side, flip these round to make them inverted, and then we do the same for these ones here. Is the full hand red now? Yeah, the full thing's red. To be honest, I'm actually kind of happy with that. As much as I hate when you open your mouth, the eyes look better because of it. I'm sorry, Tango, but I've tried. I think this is good, maybe? Question mark? Let's see how you handle existing. What? You just collapse? Are you okay? You turn into a puddle. He's Gmod no clipping. Help him. You just completely collapse. I can see the inside of your body whenever you try to run. Like, look, it's just like, I just see your legs. Is this old age? Have you really been around for that long? You should take care of yourself. And your many babies. Let's check them out. They are honestly really cute. Honestly, the eyes make this whole thing look a lot better. Like, especially for the babies, although this one is dead. It is not moving. Now, Professor, I want you to join me in the human tradition of celebration. Let's boogie. Oh yeah, break it down, Professor. Break it down. Next on the list is Chef Dente. Now, for this one, there's a lot of cookware, there's a lot of metal, a lot of pots and pans. And you may be thinking, probably this is better for the civilization stage. You can get the top hat for the pot. It looks great for that, right? Yeah, but creature stage is funnier. Let's do that one instead. I really like the limitations of creature stage. I'm going to stick with it for everything that I try and make. Even if it involves armor and clothes, I'm going to try and do it in creature. So let's see how we can get this to work. So of course, first of all, got to give you a little bit of a round body. Then you got your head going up this way. And rather than make a bulge for your head, I could use this. Let's make that a bit wider like that. There we go. And that's kind of close to what you have. I can flatten your head. I can make it wider as well. Sneef, sneef. You're also a little large, so let's just, Alright. Now we're getting started. So let's do the arms and legs first. The legs are pretty similar to what we had with Tangrowth. They're just sort of lumps, really. Except we have actual toes on them. So let's get you the 3 paw toes. Actually, is there one without claws? There is! There's one without claws. This one's perfect. Make this a lot wider. And then just bring down the body like that. And that's basically... that's basically your legs. Then for the arms, it's pretty similar to how the legs are. Oh, that is a strange pose. Oh, so let's get rid of your elbows. No more elbows. And then you have small little paws at the end, which we can do with this. Alright, so far not too bad. I do realize we're missing the buck teeth though. Is there a mouth that we can give for buck teeth? There's a mouth with buck teeth. But by face. And we can make the teeth... Oh no, you're stabbing yourself! I was gonna say we can make the teeth longer, but that just looks like it hurts. And we've got room for your eyes as well, which are just nice little black dots that go here. How sweet! I would give you ears, but your pot is covering it. Speaking of pot, let's get onto that now. So, since we're not doing the top hat stuff, let's figure out what in the details and the weapons could be used to create a pot sort of shape. So I mean, if I did something like this, I mean, that's not a good start. Let's just start again from that. We could go belly button again. The belly button can go pretty far out, pretty wide like this, like it's a pot. I mean, that's kind of close, but it does have a big hole in the top, which I'm not very fond of. Unless I rotate it around completely. Oh, and then it just goes inside, never mind. Unless... Hold on. Really stupid idea alert. Yeah, it's with arms again. You know the drill. We love arms here. Remove the hand. Make it as thin as possible. Then we take this. We place it on top. And then we rotate it like this to make it look like a pot. I'd say that's pretty good, actually. So before we continue on with other utensils, we gotta give you the tail. We can't forget the tail now, can we? I could try and make it with arms, but I don't think the arms will get large enough. We have it going up like this. Okay, no, the arms are absolutely large enough. I mean, there's not much more we can do there. That is basically the shape of your tail. I mean, unless I add a little bit of a curve to it. That just looks really smooth for no reason now. Yeah, we'll make that work somehow. Now we got the utensils to work with. Let's start off with the pan. Of course, Chef Dente always needs a pan. Could I get away with it with a leaf? Like, a leaf has a handle on it, right? If I rotate it, make the leaf really large and wide like that, and I just make you hold it like that. Could I get away with calling that a pan? I wonder if we can change the color of the leaf to make it look like a pan. That might be something we'll have to try out. For now, let's stick with that, and we'll see if we can make that black later. For utensils, we could stick around with the weapons. I mean, this could be a ladle. If I put that there, I mean, it's a very deadly looking ladle. Yeah, it does lose the sort of spoon part of it, which is kind of important. I won't lie, but this might be a good spatula for inside here. And you know what? Whilst we're doing things in there, this thing here has got to be the whisk. Turn it around this way, shrink it down a little bit. There we go. Because nothing here exactly screams ladle to me. The one thing I am thinking, what if I add an arm onto the end of this, make it ridiculously thin, but add a second arm onto the end, and then split it so that this can be the ladle arm, and then this can be the hand that the hand goes onto? Like, hold on, let me try this out. Like, if I put that hand there, and then from that, we have the scoop. I do it that way, with the belly button. And that kind of works, actually. That kind of works as a ladle. It's a really, really scuffed one, but it works. I think. There we go. Ooh, yummy utensils. Hooray. And don't worry, I did not forget about your cool little scarf that you have as well. There we go. A nice scarf for you. Like that. I don't think we can do much more, and we are running out of complexity, as you can see. So let's try painting. Let's see how far we can get. Already we have the problem, I've just realized, is that the pan on your head and the ladle are going to be the same color as you. Oh, and of course you have the dark coat on your front as well. So if we choose this, we got to go a darker brown. I mean, that's looking a lot more Greedent-like. Yeah, the pattern is a bit confused because I did multiple arms for the right arm. I guess one thing I could do to even it out, because this pan's not really changing color to how I want it to be, we could at least make it consistent with the ladle. So let's do the same method that we did, but for over here. What would make a good pan shape? This one! It's bulging. I don't want it to bulge. It might be another another belly button. Somehow the belly button has been the most useful one today. And yeah, that just looks a little better. That's more of what I want it to be. And it didn't fix the consistency, why? Oh, I'm missing the tufts of hair on your cheek. How dare I? I'm all over the place today. Let's give you your nice fluffy cheeks, why don't we? I think this is as close as we can get. At least the rims of the tools are grey, even though the rest of it match your fur color. But I think that might be good enough. I think this might be where we finish Chef Dante. Dante, let's see how you walk around with all of your kitchen abilities. Oh no. Ratatouille! So eager to cook, she's shaking with excitement. Just slamming everything together, making as much noise as possible. Just ding 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 ding, dinner's ready! It was a valiant attempt, and I can see the connection. I think I did pretty good for not wanting to go to Civilization stage. But how are the babies? Oh, interesting to say the least. Well, I think we made something pretty good. And by good, I mean mediocre. And by mediocre, I mean pretty bad. And by pretty bad, I mean absolutely awful. But overall, at least I can say, I can look at that and see it's Chef Dente. DJ Rotom next. This one might be a bit easier. Might be. We'll see. So this is a really, really blocky Pokemon. So first of all, we gotta change your spine to be vertical. There we go. And the main center of your body is just like, it's just a block. So that's kinda the body. I'm not even joking. Like, if I could make this blockier, I would. But that's kind of what the body looks like. Because all you do then is you grab some eyes. I mean, these are pretty good Rotom eyes. Grab some eyes like this. Make them a little larger. You add a small happy smile. Do we have a small happy smile? I mean, we can add in this one. That's a pretty happy smile. And then we get the arms. And the arms are just going to be the stereos. And then my idea is that the arms just go up like that. But we make them so large and just bring them close to the body that they look like the stereos. Like that. That's roughly the shape I'm going for. You got the little spike on top of your head right here, so we can do that with the hands. Like that. That's honestly not too bad so far. You got the speakers, which we can just sort of create with this, you know? Unless you want to do it with more belly buttons. Oh, the belly buttons actually look better. I hate using the belly buttons on everything, but they actually significantly look better. Like if we put that there, duplicate it, put another one lower, but make it larger. I mean, that's pretty good. That's pretty decent. That is that is Rotom. Oh yeah, and you have a little plate down here as well, which displays the sort of music. I'll see if I can make that plate be green, something like that. Can't think of anything else we can do other than paint it. I mean, let's try. Like a pretty strong orange like this. Then on the front of your arms, if there's arm-specific details. Oh, there is. There's details here. On the front of your arms, you can have a bit of black. I mean, it goes around the subwoofer, but it's not going around the arms for some reason. I know why it's not going around the arms. There's no hands. We gotta add hands if we want that to look proper. What's the least intrusive hand that we can put on here? So if we do that, and we rotate it to be fully inside, like that, and we go down, back to painting. Oh no. Oh no. Issues are being caused. Issues are being caused. Ooh, that kind of does it. Although it gives you a spine? Why does it give you a spine? But this one does it. Oh, it's a skeleton. Can we get that green aura? We can. We can get it slightly on your mouth, and we get it slightly on this down here, which I was intended to be the screen with the music bar on it. So I guess that kind of plays out. I'll be honest, I can't think of what else I can do here. I mean, this is DJ Rotom, right? This is the guy. Oh, stop breaking your speakers, please. I mean, we can make you walk. I mean, that's the most reasonable walk that we've had all day. Oh my god, look at the babies. The eyes are massive. I mean, we got it all boogie together though. Everyone loves a good bit of music. And yes, I will find you more CDs. Stop bothering me about that. Now for a difficult one. Not because of the body, but because of the colors. Smearguru has so many colors going on, and I have no idea how I'm going to get it to work. But we'll find out. We'll try. Somehow we'll get colors on there. Anyway, first we need to make a body. Whew. I mean, Smearguru's pretty thin. It's basically a Smeargle. It's one of the least different forms from the base form. It just has more paint on it. If I do that, what mouth is really appropriate for a Smeargle? I mean, this is kind of a Smeargle mouth, right? If I do it like this. Okay, maybe not. Maybe not. I guess something like this. I make it like that. A bit longer like this. Like if I make it that shape, that's a bit like a Smeargle face, although I do not like the buck teeth. Whoa, I didn't mean to do that. No. Oh, this one. This one's perfect. Now I know it's a shark face. I know it's a shark, but I mean, that's roughly the shape, right? It's just a little pointy. But I think it'll work. And of course, you also have eyes. Let's give you your painter's eyes right here. Oh, put those teeth away. A little bit of ears here that stick out and go downwards. Like, there we go. That's a good start. These are your ears, although they are sticking out that way. But we'll cover it up with a hat. In fact, we'll probably cover it up now with arms. Like, if I do that, remove that, copy this, put it on the end, make it go back this way, down a bit like that, and just make it a little bit wider. That's a Smeargle hat, right? Oh yes, and of course, can't forget, you got that very small spike at the top of it. Like so. There we go, that's a... oh. I can't even be confident about that one. What am I doing? But next, let's do the actual arms, which are very simple. Done. I guess we do the same thing for the legs. Yeah, there we go. And then we do that, which have slightly longer toes, and we can shrink it like that. There we go. That's pretty good Smeargle legs, actually. And then finally, we got to do the tail. The tail is going to be the longest arm of them all, because it also comes all the way around to the front of the body. Like, if I get rid of that, and I just bring the tail around, so you can have it in your arm. And I guess let's give you a big old brush at the end. Is there a... oh, perfect. Thank you, Ponytail. Don't think I forgot about Ponytail, because I forgot about it every other time. Thank you, Ponytail. 1,000 comments. We're bringing it back in 2026. Perfect. That is Smearguru. Pretty good, actually. I'm actually really happy with how that came out. Like, I can look at this and I can say it's Smearguru. Oh, God, what happened here? Because right now, the main thing that it's missing is the colors. That's what makes it a Smearguru. So let's try our best. Let's see what we can do with this. So first of all, we got to give it the base color. Then we got to give you sort of a little bit of brown spots. Do we have something we can do for that? Well, maybe on detail. Detail might be able to help us here. Ooh, so it's a little shiny though. And not the good kind of shiny. And then if we go back to the coat, we want to have like a nice multicolored coat. But I don't know how that's going to be possible. Because you can only choose one color for the entirety of the coat. This patchwork one, how does that look? We get some patches of paint, but we don't get as much as we'd want. What if we make it red? It seems like everything sort of hue shifts around it. It's mostly red on the back. If we had more of that on the front, that could work. If you ignore the staples and all that. Like, what else could we do? Could we have stripes like this with blue? Like little paint splodges? Ah, but then we have the problem of it coloring the head. We don't want it coloring the head like that. What about this? Like cow markings? I mean, that's slightly better, but we lose the multicolored aspect. This is why this one's so tricky. We gotta have multiple colors. But we can't. Can you stop making that noise? You are bothering me. Yeah, if we could have this and then change out some of the splodges to be different colors, we would be in a good place right now. Like, what if I change the brown out to be red? I mean, that kind of does a bit better. If it gives off the point more that this is a painter rather than just a Smeargle with blue spots, I'm happy to sacrifice the brown parts. It makes it work slightly, and we do have the red and the blue around the face as well. We don't have the mustache though. That's the shame. Wait, we could add the mustache. What if I add the green leaf? The green leaf could be able to do this. Like, we're missing green on this Pokemon, and it needs the green. It looks a little awkward, but let's see how it comes across in the painting. Look at that multicolor! It's got red on the back, it's got blue on the front, and it's got green around the sides. I think that adds a lot to it, actually. Honestly, that small detail saves so much for me. I'm gonna say I'm happy with this. I don't want to mess with it anymore, because I might completely ruin it. Let's take you for a walk, you know? Get some inspiration. Yeah, take it all in. Get inspired. Make a paint... okay. You are a very scary runner. Your whole body just jitters. How are the babies? The babies are just... they're just blue. Are they beige with blue spots, or are they blue with beige spots? You'll never know the true answer. Well, after that, it's time for another easy one. We gotta do Moslax now. And I know I said DJ Rotom was gonna be really easy, but I think this one's gonna be the easiest out of all of them. Like, watch this. Okay, I have completely collapsed the body in on itself. Moslax is a bit of a lump shape. A bit like this. I can't make it any wider. I would make it more wider if I could. And then in the center is a mouth like this with the teeth sticking out. Yeah, there we go, like that, like that. That's a Moslax mouth. And you got some closed eyes, which I'm going to go back to doing my insect antenna trick, where I shrink these down, I turn them sideways so that it looks like it's closed eyes. Actually, I should do it from the other way. Again, a little awkward looking, but that's closed eyes, right? They're closed. And then on top of that, you have some ears. These ones will do. And you don't have any hands. No, you only have legs, which also don't have knees, so say goodbye to your knees. And now we get to make you a lot larger, because we get to do this. Like that. That's that's kind of how you sit, right? This is looking like a Labubu. I really hate that it is. But of course, we've got to give you your little paws sitting up as well. So there's a reason I want to use hands here, and that's so I can angle them so that they can be upwards like this. And I guess I can kind of do it like that, but the badger claws are a bit too sharp for my liking. And also, I'd prefer to not have thumbs. I mean, I could do it like this. It kind of works like this, but it's the thumbs that are there. If it didn't have thumbs, I think it'd be great. Although that does look kind of good. You know what, we'll stick with that for now. It's the best looking for the job. And then, of course, you have some flowers on your head. I mean, it depends how awake you are, or how happy you are. Let's say you're at full happiness. Look at that. 3 flowers have bloomed on you. So happy. I think this is the whole of Moslax. I mean, we can paint it, but it's already pretty green. We can make it a mossier green, like this color. Ooh, let's give you this pattern as well, so it's a little darker at the bottom. Yeah, oh, okay. That actually looks a lot better than I was expecting. The flowers are even the right color. This is all presets. And the flowers are even the right color. Before I even mess around with coat and detail, I think the default is what makes Moslax look the best. I'm sticking with it. I think this might be the most successful Spore creation of all time. I think this might be one of the worst Spore creations of all time. This is something your dog does when you're not looking. Like, no, don't do that on the carpet. No. I am really happy with how this came out, actually. And the babies are so cute. Okay, don't clap like that, please. You know, I know you just woken up after like, what, 1,000-year nap or something like that? But maybe if you could just do some warm-up exercises, you'll be able to move again in no time. Whoa, hold on, whoa, hold on! Wow, that's all it took, right? That's all it took. Alright, Pikachu's up next. A pretty simple shape, but we'll see how we do. Pikachu's not too difficult to do, I imagine. It's a very simple shape since Pikachu itself is just like scientifically designed to be easy to create and draw. So I mean, we'll see how easy it is in Spore at least. And I can tell you already from this, it has gotten off to a bad start. We want to give you a very cute mouth, which is perfect for this one here. Actually no, you got a very small mouth, don't you? Something like this. There we are. Okay, it looks a bit awkward at the moment, but once we color it, it'll look fine. Once we color it, trust me. Return of the black dot eyes. Do not stare into the void before the void stares back. That was scary. So let's start with some arms. Once more, no elbows. Bye-bye elbows. Your cute little paws at the end as well. So let's give everyone these paws today, apparently. So then let's do your legs. Let's do a similar trick that we've done for everyone else, which is remove the knees, because you don't really have knees either. Remove those, and we just make this a little larger and this a little smaller. There we go. I mean, body-wise already, that's not too bad. Next we gotta do the ears, which are really similar to these, to be honest. So I can literally just take these, remove them, grab that, and have the ears going down like that. Pikachu does have downwards ears, although you look a lot like a dog right now. Oh, hold on, I got an idea. We'll make this part wider, and then this part thinner, and then now look a little more like the Pikachu is. Not that much. That hasn't actually worked out as well as I hoped. But it gets the point across. Oh yeah, and of course we got your little heart tail at the back as well. So let's put that together like that, combine them. And your tail is very small. Make it very small. Not that long though. I hate how the 3D works in this game. Come on. There we go. Yeah, that works. That's a shorter tail. And I'm trying to think what else I can really do for you here. Like we can add these as your rosy cheeks. But outside of that, I think we're kind of done with what we can do for Pikachu, at least building-wise. Let's try and paint. Again, it's a very simple body, so we'll see how the painting saves it. So you're very pale. Exactly that color, actually. Wow. Very small bits of brown on you. I'm trying to think how we can pull this off, because we don't want brown on the arms. Well, there was one that only added patterns on the knees. Let me see if I can find that one again. Where's the knee patterns? I mean, that's kind of similar, but it's such a horrible visual. Here we go, the knees. Something like this. It adds a little bit of the brown we're missing, although we need to make it a lot more pale. It doesn't do it all the way, but it at least gives us something, and it doesn't take away from the arms or legs. And then for the coat, can I do anything for the coat that will give us slightly red cheeks? Like, if I make that a light red. That does actually do something there. And again, there's not really much else I can do for this. We've used up all of our color slots. The body shape is very simple. I guess that's Pikachu. Oh, I guess that's Pikachu. You always carry yourself so smart, so intellectual, and then you just run like this. What a slide. Look at that. You're drifting. I take back what I said about you, Pikachu. I have not seen a Pokemon do a slide like that before. Oh my god, the baby's eyes are so huge. They're just bulging. Are they frogs? What was that noise? Well, Pikachu, I tried. I tried. And I think it was somewhat successful. But you know what? It's time for you to show us the way of the intellectual arts. Fantastic. The baby saved you! What? Family really does stick together. Alright, we have one last one to do. And it's probably the hardest of them all. Tink Master. How am I going to do that tool? So, Tink Master has a very small body. And then you have like little head on the top as well. Let's stick with a very plain round head. Like this. Maybe not. Maybe not this one. Maybe I need to make the head myself. Let's get a flat mouth to just put in on it. I mean, like this. This is an alright mouth. If we flatten it, shrink it down a little bit, make it wider. That's kind of a... I'm having trouble convincing myself on this one. But you know what? Let's work with that. That's a normal mouth. We can work with it. Then, of course, we have Tink Master's eyes, which have a little bit of eyelashes off the side, but I can't really see what would work with that. Again, they're very vertically shaped, which leaves me with the choice with either these eyes, which makes you look really sleepy, or these eyes, the classic DreamWorks eyes that we've given to like 2 Pokemon already. And you know what? I'm sticking with it. We're keeping those eyes. So next thing we gotta do is add your small legs again. Same trick as before. Get rid of the knees. Bye-bye. There we go. Yeah, that's that's good. Before we forget, let's give you your hair as well. We're using so many arms and legs today. But it's basically this. And we just gotta do the little supervisor symbol that you have on the top of your hair here with your hairband. Yeah, there we go. Not too bad. Not too bad of a start. Now we got the tricky part. We got the arms, and then we got the arm going into the tools. Unlike most things in this game, you have elbows. I'm gonna remove your hands for the moment, but this one here, we're gonna angle this that way. We're gonna do a very similar thing to what we did to Chef Dente, which is have one arm here for your hand, and then another arm here, which is going to be the start of your tool. That just looks like a big oven mitten now. I'm just going to make this large now. We want to have the hand be on the tool as if you're holding it. And then, of course, we've got to get the other hand down here as well. This one's just chilling. It's not doing anything. It's just hanging around. Tink Master's in that Minecraft mode right now. Wants some blocks, wants to build a diamond house. Now for the tricky part, because we now got to copy this, put that up here. That's a really, really tall tool. But we don't want to do it like that. We want to then have this stem off 3 times. Because we have 3 tools on top of your tool stick. You got a hammer, you got a wrench, and you got a saw. So for the spanner at least, we can get like a 2-finger hand, maybe. I mean, that crab claw kind of looks like it's a spanner. I mean, it's functional. That's how it works. Unless we use this instead. Oh, let's take a look and see how this looks. That's a little better. But I don't like the claws at the end. Although the claws is what makes the shape. But that does work a little better than the crab claw. The others we're going to have to go to weapons for. So first up, the hammer. We gotta use the tauntlet, right? Let's make it really large. Adjust the spikes a little bit. So something like that, actually. Nice and flat. Yeah, that works. That actually works. Okay. This is a lot more promising than I thought it would be. And then lastly, we have the saw. And we have a few options for the saw, actually. We could have this Reaper Mantis on the end. We can straighten it out, like such, and we can have the spine stick out. So if we do that there, and then we duplicate it, put it right next to it, and then spin that duplication round and fold it back in on itself. Yeah, that's a little dodgy shape-wise, but that is kind of what we're looking for. Like, I was expecting this to be, like, something I was completely stumped on. But we've actually figured something out. Like, I'm impressed. I guess we're on to the coloring section now, then. Oh, hold on. There we go. We gotta have the big bolt in the center. Okay, now we can go on to coloring. So this is gonna be slightly different looking, because the tool already is the right color. Like, that is perfect. We can't keep it that way. Come on, Tinkmaster, you need to be pink. And then if we go over to detail, let's try and make the entire hands into that dark blue that we had earlier. Does that change the whole of the arm? That does change most of it. That's pretty good, although why is the hammer that color? Why? Why would you do this? Well, at least for the coat, we can have that lighter shade of pink, and we can add it on top of your head. Yeah, that looks better. It's this hammer, though. This hammer's really, really bothering me, but there's no other way we can actually do this. Unless I make my own hammer. Bad idea alert. More arms. Gonna add that to the end there. Remove the hand. Make this very large, like that. Could that be a... Oh, that looks so bad in comparison. But it's an arm now, right? So it should change color. No, it won't, because it doesn't have anything on the end of it. Like, let's add this on the end of it. Why don't we do that? Something like that on the inside that you won't see, and then we do the same thing there. Will that change the color of the hammer? It actually did. It actually did. It does look like there's, ignore that. I think that actually improved it a lot. Just having that whole hammer be the right color fixed so much. The only downside is that this whole arm here is not the right color. So it only does everything after the elbow. So I guess we're stuck with a pink handle. But you know what? It's fine. We got the tools on the end to be the right color, and I am just extremely happy with that. We can see Tinkmaster take her powerful tools wherever she pleases. And look at that. An extremely normal walk, actually. Wait, hold on. Hold on a second. You're not walking with your legs. I just realized. Your legs aren't what are walking, your hair is. I take back what I said. This is not a normal walk. You know what? I'll take it. It's normal enough. And the babies are curious, to say the least. Nice front flip, by the way. They don't look too bad, actually. This came out so much better than I thought it would ever come out to be. I thought the tools would be absolutely awful, but in the end, it actually came out pretty well. And of course, you can't have Pokopia in Spore without having Pokopia in Spore. Hopefully everyone's making good friends with each other. Let's see how the town's getting along. No, stop fighting!